Hey sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am making some super easy Christmas DIYs that I know you're gonna love. These turned out super easy but really cute. I do want to give a huge thanks to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, but these projects are super easy that anyone can recreate them or be inspired by them. I'm getting so excited seeing all of these Christmas DIYs and starting crafting early. I can definitely see myself decorating my home for Christmas early. I just think it's so cozy getting all of the lit up decor, setting around and starting Christmas movies. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you are subscribed, and let's go ahead and jump on into crafting. For this project, I needed a blank background or a nice little frame sign to create this look. So the first thing I did was picked up a sign from the Dollar Tree. I popped the back out, covered it with some scrapbooking paper. I've discovered that if you do use glue sticks whenever you are just trying to glue down something, you get a lot less wrinkles. But if you are wanting to cover over the front, then obviously you would need to use Mod Podge. So just cutting this down to size, gluing it over the back, and then I'll be ready to add in all of my other decor. I picked up this adorable little set of ice skates from the Dollar Tree, and I wasn't sure how I wanted to arrange them, but I did want both of the detailed sides to show, so this is what I'm going with. And then I love the detail of the little lace holes like on the front of the shoe, so I just tried to lightly paint over that so that they will kind of show through, and you can go over that, but I just left it as is because it is showing through, and these do have like a little bit of a groove to it, so the paint does go down in there and the texture does show up. I was trying to be super careful around the snowflakes, just trying to take a small brush and get it as close as I could without having to try to tape these off. But I love the natural wood of that snowflake showing up as well as the bottom of the skates. And then you can see what I was talking about, how the detail shows through the white paint. And then I wanted to attach them to the sign. I tied the little knot at the top a little bit shorter so they would all fit inside the frame, glued them down, and then I'm going to be adding on a cute little decal. So this sign is adorable as is, but I thought it would be fun to actually add some words on here. So using my Cricut, I cut out "Let It Snow" in this tiny little font I thought was adorable and put it at the bottom of the skate. So I thought this was such a creative way or a creative place to put the little words at, and then to add some extra sparkle and like glam to this, I added some hot glue to the top and sprinkled on some faux snow. I love how this just frames these gorgeous little ice skates. Ice skates are one of my favorite pieces for winter and Christmas season, and just a really fun piece. Next up, I found some of these little wooden sleds from the Dollar Tree. I was so excited to find these. They have a few different styles, but I'm using these two different styles, and I thought it would be really fun to put a wreath on here. So the first thing I needed to do was paint the wood itself. So I paint the little pieces at the bottom white, and then I'm going to be staining the backing pieces. So I think this is really fun, mixing the paint with the stain and getting more of like a fun farmhouse look. And it really wasn't that difficult to paint, so I just took the extra time to get in as many details as I could. These weren't soaking up a ton of stain, but it did darken it quite a bit, so I was excited with how they turned out, and I love the light wood with the white paint, and then letting these completely dry before I decorate them. Using a garland twist tie, or garland ties, I guess it's not a twist tie, but I wrapped it around a paint bottle to get this circular shape, and then using the ends to wrap it around so it holds together. And then I'm going to be gluing these towards the top of these little sleds or sleighs, but that just gave it a really fun 3D piece that I can kind of cover up the awkward place at the top because I want to add in some decals at the bottom. So for this, I put Merry Christmas on one, and the Merry, I actually had to size this down so tiny that I struggled to get the Merry off at the top, so I ended up just hand painting that. And then for the other one, I found this adorable little house, so I put home on there, and these will be so cute hanging on the tree. Whenever I am making Christmas crafts, I love taking white paint and just dabbing it over the greenery to give it more of a frosted look. I did pull apart some cheap little red berries to glue all over the wreath, and you can see that they were made out of styrofoam, so pulling them apart did damage them. But whenever you do add in that little frosted flocked look by adding the white snow or paint, it does cover all of that up and camouflage it and make these have like a really fun polished look. For the next sign, I was inspired by this little wooden reindeer. It was actually a little light box and someone stepped on it and broke it, so I was excited to get to salvage it. But I am just using the front of this, and I did pick this up at Dollar Tree. And then this is just a sign I found at summer clearance. I got it for like $1, and I'm going to be making this over. So I ended up painting over the image with some white chalk paint. It took a few coats to get the coverage that I liked, but this will give me a nice blank background so that I can glue on the reindeer, as well as cutting out some more of my Cricut decals. So I debated here what I was going to write at the bottom, and I thought about Rudolph and Let Your Light Shine and stuff like that. But then I found this Be Jolly. I thought it was adorable on the Cricut design space, and I thought that I could cover up the O with like a reindeer or Rudolph nose. So I ended up using some little red pom-poms to glue on there. So super easy, just pulled this up with transfer tape and then rubbed it on the image. Sometimes if you do have decals that are struggling to hold to like chalk paint, you can just put like a layer of Mod Podge on there, let that dry for several hours, and then it can go on there a lot smoother. These little pom-poms just come from the dollar store, and glued them on the nose as well as over the O like I was saying, and I love how that turned out, but I felt like it needed a little extra something, so I glued some ribbon at the bottom, and that just gave it an extra piece that would kind of blend into more of my style of decor but match all of my other Christmas decorations. So really think this is a fun project, and even your kids could get on this and make this, but really, really cute. The next project that I have for you is the easiest ever. It takes 5 minutes or less, and we're creating like this DIY snow globe that looks really cute hanging on your tree. So I wanted to slow this project down. I always get a ton of questions when I'm using the Cricut, so I wanted to answer some of those. For this project, I am using this empty little jar that I picked up from the dollar store. I am using the Cricut Maker, some vinyl, my rubbing tool, weeding tool, and some scissors. And I just want to share with you how easy it is to make DIYs with the Cricut. So I know whenever I am making my usual DIYs, I'm just kind of speeding through them. But did you know that you can actually hook all of these machines that I'm sharing to your phone, and it makes it so easy to craft, so you don't have to pull out and plug in your laptop every time. But I just showed with you how you can go up there and select the Maker like I am using, or any of the machine that you have, and then using the Cricut design space, you can go in and pick through tons of their images, so you don't have to worry about always designing your own. I am signed up for the subscription, so I do have access to a lot of these images, which I highly recommend. And then I always recommend measuring several times to make sure you know how big your image needs to be. And then you can see just kind of like zooming in on your map and making this the size that you need it to be. And then you can just send it to your machine. It'll prompt you when to load it, when to pair your machine, and then you can see it's going ahead and getting started. It always measures how big you need it to be. I personally love the Cricut Maker. It cuts over 300 different materials, everything from leather, balsa wood, and even like paper and felt. So endless possibilities. Definitely something you need if you are wanting run a small business or just craft anything that you want at home. But for this, I cut out Merry Christmas and I weeded out all of the excess vinyl, and then I put it on my transfer tape and I'm transferring it right on top of this little jar. So I love this gold finished Cricut vinyl. It looks really pretty against the clear. And then I am going to be gluing a little tree in this jar, as well as adding some snow, so the gold really is going to pop off all of that white snow. I love the way it looks with that sparkly faux snow in there, and like I said, the gold just really makes it look high-end looking. Just a really cute, fun project that was really easy to make, but also a fun gift that you could give away. I will have all the links down in the description box so you can see which Cricut machine is right for you. I also have a limited discount code, so be sure to go check that out. So much fun. I don't think I've shared a discount code here on my channel, so save some money while you're getting a new exciting Cricut machine. Now let's jump back into some more Christmas DIYs. So for this project, I picked up a couple of wooden ornaments, and I started by painting these white, and then I am going to take a piece of sandpaper and distress them just so that gorgeous wood color would show through the edges. And once again, using some Mod Podge just to seal in all of that chalk paint. It kind of leaves like a dusty residue sometimes, especially if you're sanding it down. So this will keep everything locked in nice and tight and be the perfect surface to use with your Cricut machine. I wanted to add some little stitching around the edges, and most of the time I use like a paint marker, but for this I knew I was going to get out a paintbrush anyway to paint the top, so I tried to just go ahead and do it with that, and I love how it turned out because it looks more free-handed rather than being just perfect, and they look like really cute handmade ornaments. These are the words that I cut out for these projects: hope and love, and then adding in some more embellishments, but adding these to the bottom so I can add in those wooden stickers. How cute are these little DIY stickers that Dollar Tree has out? I love the snowflakes, so many details on these. So I added in a snowflake as well as a little candy cane that are crossed like this and put that at the top, and then I wanted to add in some coordinating beads. So drilled a hole for the jute twine to go through, and then I wanted to share with you this really fun set of beads that I found on Amazon. They have the white and the black, but also these gorgeous little buffalo check beads. These will be so perfect to craft with for Christmas. They also have a red set, which is really, really cute, so I got both sets. But for this, I knew I was going to add in like a buffalo check ribbon, so I didn't want to go with the beads on this project. So I am just adding in a black one, a white one, and then this natural color bead that came from the Dollar Tree.
And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you, baby. This year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire.
Next, I am tying up the cutest little bow to put at the top, and I tried to make these as small as I could, but I do want the little tails to dangle on each side, and then just glued that over the hole. This camouflages in where I drilled and everything, but really, really cute. I love all the details on here, but I think what's catching my eye is that natural wood popping off with the black. Just beautiful farmhouse pieces, but you could fix these up to match any style.
To hold you close, forget
These are a fun brand new find at the Dollar Tree. So I recently picked these up and they are just already made to be gorgeous little Christmas ornaments. So they have really cute beads on there. I love the little tassels hanging at the bottom, but I didn't know at first if clouds could be like the perfect Christmas ornament. So I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and try, but I loved how they turned out. For both of these, I wanted them to be a little bit different whenever it comes to decorating them, but I did paint both of them white just to give me a nice base. And then I thought, since it's kind of like angelic with the clouds, I put peace on earth, and then I put a little golden star on the edge. So I think this one turned out really cute. And then for the second one, I picked out a baby's first Christmas because this was kind of like originally directed for like a baby, so I could definitely see that with the cloud.
Around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you.
I picked up the little string of snowflakes in this like metallic silver color, so just cut them apart from the strand and glued that on both sides of the little baby's first Christmas. And then I felt like the tassels were too long, so I trimmed them down, and these would be such a great gift tag, but they also could use them as an ornament.
And I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be?
Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely getting in the mood with all of these Christmas DIYs. Let me know which project was your favorite. Go check out the links down in the description box. Cricut gave me a discount code, so I'll put that down below, as well as all the links you need to see which machine is right for you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting. Bye.